whenever we have guests from India, they have a full itinerary
Yes.
for each and every day.
Yes.
So this is where, of course, we love to partner with
Yes.
agencies, luxury travel agencies like yours, because you are helping us to
Yes.
meet their expectations.
Exactly. Yeah. Hi guys, my name is Sudhanshu Jaipuria from Luxury Cloud, and we are super excited because we have another guest from the most amazing chain brand of hotels. We have Miss Lydia Tunche from Mandarin Oriental Istanbul. Thank you so much for coming all the way to our studio and to India. Yeah.
Pleasure is mine. Pleasure is mine. Thank you.
So tell us something about your property. I mean, Mandarin Orientals are always very popular and luxurious. But in case you want to talk about your property, I mean,
Of course. So ours is already second Mandarin Oriental in Turkey.
Yeah.
The first one was in Bodrum.
Yes.
And the second one we have opened in 2021 in August.
Yeah.
So we are very fresh property. We are quite boutique, only 100 rooms. And it was built from the scratch. So the properties of the building, everything which is there is completely new.
Yeah.
We are located in the most beautiful place of Istanbul. It's even personally my most favorite spot. Right on the Bosphorus, of course, and that neighborhood, which is called Kuruçeşme, it's one of the most luxurious and elite neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Where I can say the creme de la creme of Istanbul, they live there. And this is where our property is. So having quite a small inventory, we consider ourselves boutique.
Yeah.
So we focus more on our service. So that was the number one agenda, number one goal. We have more than 300 persons working in our hotel.
Wow.
So
for just 100 rooms.
Exactly. So it's like a 3-to-1 ratio.
3-to-1 ratio. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So we could have made a much bigger property there, but the focus was to keep it smaller and have the focus on service.
I can definitely imagine, because I have also been to some properties which are larger than the other of the same brand, but the attention to detail that you can give to a smaller inventory room property is far better.
Exactly.
But there's a lot of competition in Istanbul.
Right.
So how do you differentiate? What is the unique selling point of your property? Why do you think people choose MO properties over other properties?
Over others. So of course, Istanbul is it's a city of contrasts.
Yes.
Right. So this is where East meets the West, and the old and the new. So having that, of course, there are many different options, as you mentioned. There are properties which are closer maybe to the old city, but then it comes with some certain points as well, of having maybe more traffic, more people and tourists walking around. So when it comes to our property, we are a little bit just next to the Bosphorus Bridge, by the way, which is super convenient.
Yeah.
But it's just slightly away from all the crowd and all the noise.
Yeah.
So even, first of all, when it comes to streets which are just outside of our premises and the Bosphorus itself.
Yeah.
So Bosphorus is also a place, it's a strait where a lot of traffic happens on the water itself. So maybe in those areas which are closer to the old city, it's very busy, right? But on our side, it is like a quiet paradise.
Wow,
so
fantastic.
You're sitting on your balcony, seeing this beautiful view and seeing these luxury yachts passing by slowly with a glass of wine.
I could so imagine coming there in the springtime would be amazing, I think, because the weather would be nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So in springtime, we will be having around like 10 to 15 degrees. And then as of end of May, then it will be going up to 20, 25.
Which
and
is
then the summer starts.
That's okay. I think there's also people who love the summer as well, because from different parts of the world. So how do you see Indian clients being different from the other clients that you have from around the world at your property?
So one thing that I would mention is quite particular. So very eye for the detail. So of course would like to have all the itinerary. So what I see that whenever we have guests from India, they have a full itinerary
Yes.
for each and every day.
Yes.
So this is where, of course, we love to partner with
Yes.
agencies, luxury
Yes.
travel agencies like yours, because you are helping us to
Yes.
meet their expectations.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think that is very important. And what is great is that we have one of the best concierges in the city.
Wow.
So when it comes to planning of this kind of itineraries,
Yeah.
because that part is also super important for
It's very
for a
important.
tourist.
I think it's the total experience that matters for an Indian
Exactly.
guest. That from the time they check in and the things that they are recommended, because often it happens with us that whenever we are traveling, we're like, okay, let's go to the concierge and ask him, because there are places which he will tell us which are not going to be available anywhere on the internet.
Absolutely.
And that is what makes you super special, and you want to go and brag to your friends about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's really nice. So any story that you may have, any funny story or any unusual request that you receive from the Indian guest, and you're like, okay, how do I manage that?
To be honest, there was not something like funny that I could say. So
basically,
thanks
you can
God.
manage everything.
Yeah, there is. I would say that whatever is legal,
Yeah,
we can do it. Yes.
I can imagine, but really, thank you so much, for coming on this podcast. It was a short time with you, but we're definitely looking forward to send more and more clients to your property and your city. And I know a lot of Indian weddings are happening in Istanbul, and they're loving it. And because they have direct flights, beautiful properties like yours, open spaces, open venues.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is what we have. We have a very beautiful garden.
Yeah.
So even though our hotel is quite small, you can think, right, in terms of rooms, but we have an absolutely amazing garden with a full Bosphorus view where you can do the wedding.
Wow.
And we did already a few Indian weddings before.
Nice.
Yes, so we can definitely cater to that.
Perfect. Yes. Thank you so much, Lydia, for coming to our studio and spending this time with us.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Bye-bye.